Okay guys, this is Adri Theron and I'm back to record some more videos and talk about some more otome games. Well, these are on the older side, but you know, whatever. So, behind me I have the Indian playing for Ikki for Amnesia Memories. So we're going to talk about Amnesia Memories today, and we're going to talk about Ikki's route. His name is Ikki. He does not like Ikki. He much prefers Ikki. So who is Ikki? Ikki is our wonderful playboy who's super cute, super sweet, and kind of a playboy, kind of not. So there he is on the screen. He is the blue and he is the spade world. So like after you get through the 2-second common route, you pick the spade world and you will go and you will be Ikki's girlfriend. And you have amnesia, because the whole point in this game is every route you have amnesia. So at the beginning of the game, you're like, I have amnesia. And I don't have a reason to have amnesia. In Shin's route, you actually had an accident recently, so having amnesia kind of went hand in hand with it. In Ikki's route, not so much. So you're playing this whole game of, is he a good person? Is he a bad person? Who can I trust? Who should I tell I got amnesia? So you're trying to like not let people find out you have amnesia and not be obvious. So getting through this route and getting the good end, you're kind of, you know, hiding that you have amnesia and making good guesses on which the right choices are. So it's a fun route. It is longer than Shin's. At least it feels longer than Shin's. So, oh, you saw the wonderful, sweet CG. So let's go look at some of his other stuff. Let's go to... So there's not a ton of CGs, but there are a lot of choices in this game. Many choices. Like a ton of choices. And I'm also playing Cupid Parasite as I go through this game. Cupid Parasite has like... what, 20 choices total or something like that? This one has 1 million. Amnesia has 1 million of choices. So, for Ikki's route, there is the best end, the normal end, and then like 3 bad ends. So that's more than Shin's, but eh. And, you know, I think pretty much all the bad ends end in like your death. You know, the guy who killed you in Shin's route did not kill you in this one. That was kind of surprising. He's not really in it too much. You don't see him going all crazy-eyed. You just run to him a little bit. So you get into Ikki's world. The one thing I think that is nice and cool is while you have the same cast of characters, they're all playing different roles. So for example, this time, Ikki is your boyfriend instead of Shin. Ikki and Shin both work at the cafe with you. Toma does not. So I think it's cool, and you kind of get to see different personalities and sides of the characters. Like they're all inherently kind of the same person, but they have different roles in every world, which I think that's pretty cool. So for like example, Toma is apparently not a kid you grew up with. He's just a stepbrother. And Shin is also apparently not a kid you grew up with. He's just a coworker at the cafe. And Waka is still kind of nice, but he's also very militaristic in how he runs the cafe and makes you work. It's not creepy. It's not crazy. It's kind of funny. Waka needs a route. Waka does not have a route in this game. I don't know if he gets in Amnesia later. I hope he does. So Ikki, as you can see, Ikki is a ladies' man. Girls all over him. He is a college student. He's a 4th-year college student, and he has a fan club, and he has fangirls who are overly obsessed with him. And you are his girlfriend, and guess what? You have to put up with it. You have to put up with the craziness. So, I'm gonna kind of go into some spoilers as, you know, when discussing this route. So, I feel like this route's kind of has a little bit more fluff and sweetness than Shin's route did, but nothing crazy. Again, this game's rated teen, guys. There's no crazy. There's no sex that we know of. It could be sex behind the scenes. I don't know. There's implied that Ikki has like had sex before and stuff, and that he's he hooks up with his girlfriends, but whether that's really true or not is kind of eh. His whole thing is he's trying to romance you, and you're his girlfriend, and you guys have not slept together. So he mentions it a couple times. He's like, I need to control myself. You're so enticing. And I'm like, you are such a ladies' man and know exactly what to say. So, sweet. Overall, he's not really the ladies' man everyone expects. So apparently, to be fair, the common route, we run into the spirit and it knocks out our memories and kind of bonds with us, right? So we do know while this world is set in like modern day Japan, it has some supernatural element. The gods are real. But apparently, Ikki has these crazy eyes that attract females. And when people look, actually, you know what? It's not clear whether it works on men. It's kind of implied it just works on women, but I'm not sure. So, when a lady looks into his eyes, she's like, oh, you're the sexiest thing in the world. I want you. I will kill for you. And they go nutso. And it pretty much works on everyone except for the main character, which is why he's kind of interested in you. And apparently you do eventually find out that his eyes did work on you for a smidge. But then you were like, fuck you, Playboy. And your iron will won out. So he's not really a crazy playboy. He dates girls for 3 months. So he's been dating you for 2 months. In the game time frame that you're playing with Amnesia is about a month. So you are playing the game on the last month of your 3-month date-in party, whatever. As if for Ikki has actually fallen in love with you and he wants to stay with you longer than 3 months, as you come to find out. So the 3-month rule is kind of this unofficial thing his fan club created. They're like, everyone gets a turn to date Ikki. After 3 months, you got to break up or we will kill you. So he has crazy fangirls. So why Ikki F's around with the fangirls and puts up with this crap, I don't know. I think he's kind of just giving up hope. No? Oops. He's kind of giving up hope that life could get better. But he loves you. And he's very cute and sweet. And he takes you to the movies. And, like, he works with you. You get to see him every day. Also another thing, kind of reason why you don't like playboys is apparently your dad has been married like 4 times. 4 times. So you're like, oh man. And your dad's apparently a cheater, so you don't like men who fool around with girls' feelings. And eventually you find out that that's not really Ikki. And that he's also super serious about you. And it's super cute. He can give you kisses and stuff. And yes, I'm going to show you all the CGs. I'm sorry. I gotta share the cute Ikkiness. So very cute, very fluffy. If you were looking for spicy, this is not the game, guys. I'm sorry. This is not a super spicy game. I have played spicy otome games, and I will play more spicy otome games, but I haven't reviewed any. And if I do review any, I probably won't be able to show the CGs. So, I love Ikki. Do I like Ikki more than Shin? I think I do actually like Ikki more than Shin. They're kind of in the same place. I'm kind of mixed. My favorite route is Okyo's route because it's the hidden route and it's like, who's this crazy fucker that's been popping up in the other routes? And then Toma after that. Toma's kind of crazy too. And then it's kind of tied between Ikki and Shin. And then Kent is unfortunately last. I just didn't like Kent. So there's Ikki finally being a manly man and telling the fangirls to back the fuck off. It was super sweet. It's pretty much by the end of the route, your dad is like, hey, you need to come live with me an hour away from where Ikki is and switch schools, or you get to live with Ikki. So it's pretty much implied that you and Ikki start living together after this, which I absolutely love and adore. In the good route end, you actually do move back in with your dad, but it's heavily implied that you and Ikki do end up still dating. But it's kind of a bittersweet ending. It kind of gave me not as bittersweet as Dandelion, but kind of gave me some of those Dandelion ending vibes. God, I need to replay those games and maybe review them. So, I don't know. Ikki's route, longer than Shin's. He kind of has that flirty playboy going for him, which is very much a type I like. but he's not really a super playboy. I don't actually like real playboys, but like the semi-playboys, the playboy facade, but the gentle heart underneath. It's great. So, yeah. So, I'm trying to think anything else I want to say about Ikki's route. Oh, I guess maybe I should rate it. I liked it better than Shin's. I think I gave Shin's a 7. I would give Ikki's an 8. Again, like I kind of like Amnesia has a special place in my heart. It's one of the first English otome games that got translated into English and released. One of the first like big ones. Like we've had several over the years, but like before that, how many times have we had Hakuoki translated? Like what, 5? And then we had like Sweet Fuse, and then there's like PS Vita era, which is like a variety, not a shit ton of games. Like it's a lot different. When this game came out, it was a lot different than the otome market is now. So now it's like I want to play all the otome games, but I can be pickier. But like when Amnesia came out, I was like, everything is good. I played a lot of indie. I played a lot of indie otome games. So Amnesia has a special place in my heart because it's one of the first. Same thing with Hakuoki. I've played that game so many times. It has a special place in my heart too. But, you know, in comparison to some of the others, like for example, I like Cupid Parasite better than Amnesia so far. Like Amnesia's cute, but you know, I don't know. It's also a factor of age. Like, well, if I was in high school and college, I'd probably relate to the female lead a little bit more. Actually, maybe I would relate to the female lead a little bit more if she didn't have amnesia and if we kind of knew a little bit more about her, but you don't learn too much. She's a little bit more strong-willed in Ikki's route. That kind of comes out because she's like, you fucking playboy. So that does come out a little bit more, but not as pronounced as the female lead personality-wise as like Cupid Parasite or even Olympia Soaring. So I am Amnesia has a special place in my heart, but ultimately, like, when I'm giving ratings, I'm kind of comparing it to games like Cupid Parasite and Olympia Soaring. And, you know, it's like... Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So, 8 out of 10. Shin's route gets a 7, which I guess I like Shin and Ikki kind of equal, but I do think Ikki's route is just better, longer. There's more going on. I don't know. There's a little bit more fluff, a little bit romance. Shin's a little bit cold. Ikki is very warm and loving, and he's like, I want you to love me. So that's 100% a factor. But that's it for this review. I'll see you on the next route. The next Amnesia route I'll be playing is Kent. And then after that will be Toma. I'm excited for Toma. And then after that, Ukiyo. I'll have any videos coming up for those, and the plan is to have it overall. So, if you like otome games, I'm going to talk about them, and I would love for you to watch these videos. So, thank you, and bye-bye!